Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing an unexpected event happening in your life right now. Let's see what this unexpected event is all about. And to do this reading we are going to be picking 3 piles together. I feel this one. So 1, I feel this one, 2 and 3. Let's see what we have. So for pile number 1, you have Khonsu. For pile number 2, you have Sphinx. And for pile number 3, you have Hathor. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Moonstone. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Tiger's Eye. And this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 3, you have the Mookite Jasper. And this is what your crystal looks like. All right, so take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to. Let me adjust this one. There we go, so you can see it. And this pile or these piles will probably be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, then always trust your intuition. Whether it's just one or several or maybe all, then they will be your piles. And once you're ready and you know which one or ones your piles are, please head down to the description box where you'll find your timestamps. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You are drawn to the beautiful Moonstone as well as the card Khonsu. And today we're taking a look at an unexpected event that is happening in your life right now. Okay, so these are the decks that we will be using for your reading today. Let's pull out, oh, this one moved as well, so let's take that. Let's pull out your tea leaves before we begin. 1, okay. Let's take that and put it to the side. I usually like to take several tea leaves. I love tea leaves, but it looks like today we have 1 here. But look at the bright side, we have 3 from these. Right, so you have Chaos. And we have here Venus with Capricorn, with convention. Venus in Capricorn with convention. You also have Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. And I can move this a little bit up and place the rest of the cards here. So you have Jupiter in Virgo with patience, as well as Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Okay, wonderful. Let's now pull out your tarot cards and see what this unexpected event happening in your life right now is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll keep your cards to the side in case we need any more. And let's check what you have, my dear pile. You have Confusa. Looks like something could be confusing here. You have the Tower. It's an interesting Tower card here. And it matches pretty well the Chaos, but in a really good way. This is like one of the greatest towers I've seen. It's an empowering one, is what I'm trying to say. So you have the Tower, you have the 8 of Swords. You have the 3 of Cups. The Strength card. You have the Knight of Wands. It's right next to the Strength card. This is really cool. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. I was just checking that you can see it. You have the Star card. This one is moving, so let's take that. You have the Lovers card. And finally, you have the 5 of Cups. So what's the unexpected event that's happening in your life here? What unexpected event? It looks like something was contained and is now blowing up to free itself. I think the unexpected event, my dear pile number 1, looking at your cards, is actually going to be you doing something absolutely unexpected to your own favor. Because look at that. You look here like you're absolutely stuck with the Convention card and the 8 of Swords. Something in your life is annoying you, is really frustrating you. It's weird. It's not going right. And it looks like you've tried so hard to either get it or make it work, depending on what the situation is. And it looks like you really got frustrated here. And you're making the choice, that's the Lover's card, you're making the choice to kick something out of your life. Look at that. You have here in the Tower card, like I told you, it's such an empowering power card. And here, this is the last scene through the looking glass where Alice was sitting with the 2 queens. She's worked so hard in this new weird world. Look, talk about weird with eccentric here. She's made goals, she's made plans, she's become a queen herself, and yet the red and the white queens are still bullying her. So at the end she cries and she says, I can't take this any longer. And as you can see, she pulls the tablecloth from the table, breaking everything, wreaking havoc, and allowing herself to wake up from this dream. Mind you, an annoying dream. So it looks like this unexpected event is a chaos that you're creating, but one to your absolute favor. In fact, look at that. It looks like you are going to be celebrating this whole situation. And because of that chaos, what didn't work in your favor might just end up working in your favor because you turned the tables. Can you see that? Because here we see the three of them actually getting along, the Red Queen, the White Queen, and Alice, which didn't really happen in the real story. But here we see that your cards are showing that because you turned the table on someone or something in your life that's not working, and actually displayed strength and courage and boldness to do something about it, to go, that's it, that's not working, let's press on the restart button, or I'm not taking that energy in my life. I don't care what the cost is any longer, but I'm pressing on the reset button. You're choosing to let something out. Whether, like I said, this is a person or something that you're created, which you've waited patiently for, mind you, as you can see here. Before you're turning the tables, you've tried so hard. You've been patient. It was a long road uphill. You've been trying your best. In fact, you have here the ancient Egyptian god Khonsu, which is the ancient Egyptian god of the moon, related to emotions. So I do see that you've been trying to handle your emotions for so long, and you're tired. You're making a new mindful beginning. It's like a decision here with the Ace of Swords. One decision that is leading to your fortune, actually. It's going to be a very fortunate move that you make here. In regard to something that is really annoying you in your life. This could be some project that you've been working on, or a goal that you've been trying to achieve, or maybe some people that you were trying to connect to. Something or the other that you have been absolutely patient with. And because you're displaying that boldness, it looks in your cards that this is coming to your absolute favor. And you will be in a very stable position, a very fortunate position, in fact, because you're turning the tables like that. And what didn't work for you will start to work out for you in a way that you have hoped for with the Star card. I feel like you're not really familiar with this world. It could be like a new language that you're learning, or a skill that you're learning, or something that you're trying to create, because Alice is not from the Looking Glass, been trying to understand this world. You even have Alice's sister in the Star card. So it looks like, also Khonsu, the name Khonsu, the ancient Egyptian god Khonsu, means actually traveler. So maybe, it's like you're not from this world. Something is new to you here. And because you're kind of like being bold and turning the table and going, that's it, I'm not doing it this way anymore. I'm not going to do this any longer. I'm not going to take the rules that I don't like, for example, any longer. As you're like, that's it, not liking that, not happening, it's going to start working out that very same thing, surprisingly, and that's what's unexpected as well. It's going to start working out in your favor finally, but it is going to require an initial boldness. And as you can see with it, always in the Five of Cups, you think something is out of reach for you and you try to grasp it and you try to make it work, while always forgetting that there is always something in your favor that you can be using. Maybe as you turn the tables, you're going to start noticing something which you had at hand that you never thought about before, and will serve you much better than the way that you were doing things. It's definitely going to require some bold move from you here. I think you've been avoiding to face this situation, because here the Knight of Wands has got the Lion, who is always fighting with the unicorn. So you're gonna finally face something, albeit with a lot of anger and frustration and strength, that's going to help change your situation completely. And I do have dates for you, actually. See, here we see 10. And we have Khonsu, the ancient Egyptian god of the moon, and you have the Moonstone, the moon. What are the odds? There is a solar eclipse in October. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the 14th of October. It might be the 11th, who knows? But during that, the solar eclipse, the moon eclipses the sun. It passes between the sun and the earth. So perhaps this is also related to timing. The time when you are going to make things work your way, because you also have here with the god Khonsu, the stick. I can't remember what it's called, but it's used to show their divine authority to shepherd and lead. So yeah, it's like you're gonna show your power and your leadership abilities and your capabilities of making decisions and shifting things completely, perhaps during that time. You're like, that's it, I'm no longer dealing with this situation, get out of here. Or I'm not going to be maybe nice about it anymore, because you have self-confidence in your card. You're no longer going to be patient about the situation any longer. Good for you, pile number 1. Whatever this situation is. And it's going to definitely lead to a lot of stability. You living with the Queen of Pentacles in a world that you are wishing for, and feeling a lot of balance and stability. I'm not surprised actually with a reading like that, because if we're talking about the eclipse, the full moon is going to be in Scorpio. So you can see you're dealing with a lot of emotions and gaining power. Yeah, finding your personal power for sure to change things around in your world. So the unexpected event, my dear pile number 1, is actually you, and it's leading you towards success for sure. It's a chaos, mind you, that you will absolutely enjoy every minute of it. Because usually when we talk about the Tower card, it's something that's happening from the outside to us. In this Tower card, it is Alice that creates that chaos. So it's coming from the inside out. So it's your choice, and as you're doing it, you're really finding your power back. You're getting your power back. And I do see a pen here. Looks like you'll be communicating new rules of doing things clearly, because you feel like you have the power now. You will realize that this energy was trying to be authoritative, but turned out to be meek, turned out to be authoritativeless. Yeah, lacks authority. As you display your power, you realize how weak that energy was, and how much you were being patient over something that was this weak. You will really understand a lot of things as you take your power back. And once you get that power and confidence back, no one can take that away from you. This is going to be like a very important event in your life, where not only are you going to be very proud of yourself, but you are the one shifting some major situation in your life that has been keeping you stuck in a very favorable way, my dear pile number 1. And you're going to find new power in you that you will always be keeping. It's like you're becoming a more self-confident person because you're finding your power. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see for you in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, and all the best of luck with that, with the situation that's coming. May you always prosper and feel your power. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I do post readings nearly every single day. And my dear pal number 1, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful tiger's eye as well as the Sphinx with the keyword the guardian. And today we're taking a look at what unexpected event is happening in your life. Can't wait to get into your reading. Ooh, looks like these are the ones. They pulled a bit hard. Okay, so to do this reading, these are the oracle decks that we will be using. Let's pull out some oracle tea leaves, for you. So it looks like you've got 4 tea leaves. Wonderful. Okay. Now let's check them out. So you have Mercury. All right. What if I could, no, fine. You also have Mercury again in Aquarius with originality. There's an emphasis on Mercury in your reading. All right. You have the Sun in Gemini with versatility. Also, the 3rd house is the house of communication. So the house of Gemini. So it looks like there's strong communication going on here. Let's find out. Right, so you have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Beautiful to hear for you. You have jug, light-hearted, carefree time. And we can keep these here actually. You have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. And you have July. Okay, now let's pull out your tarot cards and find out what this is all about. How many cards are these? 3. So, my dear pile number 2, what unexpected event is happening in your life right now? This one moved. Let's take it. All right. We'll keep your deck here, and if we need any more, we can always pull out. So, you have the Hierophant. The 5 of Swords. Temperance. The 5 of Cups. A lot of 5s for sure. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and also the Hierophant is the number 5. You have the 2 of Cups. Would this cause trouble on YouTube? Let me try and cover it just in case. Okay, so you have the 2 of Cups, the Fool card, the Knight of Pentacles, another 5, the 5 of Wands, and wow, the 9 of Cups ending your reading. I mean, if you've been seeing a lot of 5s recently, perhaps that is what the message has been trying to say. We'll find out together. But you do have a card that says a sincere wish will be granted, and you do have the 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment card. It has many meanings. It could mean satisfaction, it could mean many things, but the synchronicity here is really showing me that this is about some wish fulfillment here. And it seems like it's happening through some sort of communication. Some sort of communication by perhaps someone who is either in charge of something, some sort of spiritual gatekeeper I'll tell you why. Because you have the Hierophant and you have, or a spiritual guardian or something. We'll find out more in a moment. But another synchronicity that I'm seeing, as I told you, is the guardian with the Sphinx. And in ancient Egypt, they used to view the Sphinx as like a guardian of the entrance of the temple. So it might not be of a spiritual nature, but it could be, like this could be really specific for some of you. But for most of you, this is some sort of guardian or gatekeeper that will allow you in to something. Very interesting reading. Let's find out together what this could be. So, you know what? For some of you, you're getting communication that you're accepted into one of the universities that you want. Very specific again, but I thought I should tell you. Or it's the same if you've applied to something, like if you've applied to a job or applied to, maybe traveling or something. It looks like you're getting acceptance, communication that is allowing you to do what it is that you wanted. Looks like you've been waiting here with Temperance, waiting. She looks worried and you didn't know what to expect really, but you were very afraid of disappointment. And it looks like the situation is not going to disappoint you, it's going to take care of you. So first, before we keep moving like that, I want to help you out, because if you haven't applied to something, you're probably wondering, what dream am I getting an acceptance letter to? Maybe some of you have actually applied to something in July. Maybe that's why July is here. Some of you could have been waiting for something. You were hoping for something, wishing, in fact, for something. And it looks like you've got an initial disappointment with the Five of Cups. What is unexpected here, what you don't see coming, do you see how this figure is hiding her eyes? The event that is unexpected here, after like long patience of saying, am I going to get this wish? Am I not going to get this wish? And it seems like initially something disappointed you. See, Five of Swords, you felt like you lost this. In fact, as you're listening to this reading, you might be thinking, I've had a wish, I wanted it, but it looks like I've lost it and it's disappointing. But I do have good news for you. It looks like there is some correction, like information that's being corrected here that might come to your favor. And the reason I'm saying that is because we would usually say the Sphinx would date back, I believe, 2600 to 2500 BC. But lately, geologists have been finding water erosion on the Sphinx. They've been finding fossilized plants and like animal material. And because of these things that they found, they believe that it could actually prove that the Sphinx dated way back than that, like 10,000 to 5,000 BC. So looks like there is a correction of information here. Yeah, like some original news coming that is going to actually shift your situation. So going from initial disappointment of you actually feeling like you've lost this, you're disappointed, full card shows that there is a renewal to the situation. Like we're starting again with the full card. And this time, so if you've been seeing a lot of 5555, this is perhaps what it's been trying to say. It's like, hold up, what you're feeling disappointed about is actually not going to go down this way. and you are in fact going to get your dream come true, albeit perhaps after some challenges with the Five of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, you experiencing things moving a bit slow. But what you thought was broken may not actually be broken after all, because look at the opposite energies here. Here you have parting of the ways in either romance or business. One of the meanings of the Hierophant is commitment. So we see different things here, like something going on and off. You feeling maybe something in July didn't work out, or in the past didn't work out. It is a timeless reading. At some point didn't work out, felt disappointed. But your reading is saying, hold up, because there's unexpected communication coming that will, see the needle and the thread, it fixes things together, right? It puts things back together forever. So this is a conversation that's going to be quite pleasant, like a pleasant letter that you're getting from an organization, or maybe somebody is like sending you an email or communicating with you one way or the other in a light-hearted, friendly manner. And I believe in that case, July is saying, like, July is when the summer solstice starts. So to me, this represents where the sun is going to shine back in your heart. And you're going to feel like a revival of hope. Maybe someone mistreated you, accused you of something, and is going to come back and say, oh, look, I've looked at everything and I was wrong. Maybe your manager thought like you did something and you didn't do it, and like there's proof now that you were innocent the whole time. So depending on how this reading is really resonating with you, it does say that you've waited for quite some time and things were moving slowly, and with all of the fives here, it really shows, it's the energy of in tarot, the fives are challenges, you know, the fives are going through difficulties. All the fives, you know, the Five of Swords is either winning or losing, fighting. The Five of Cups is disappointment. The Five of Wands are challenges and arguments. The Five of Pentacles, which is not here, is lack. And that's interesting that I actually noticed that. So all the fives are here except for the Five of Pentacles, which is the card of lack. And it's not here to let you know that you're not going to lack this situation. How interesting. You might go through some challenges and perhaps a little bit of disappointment in the end. But just like the needle and thread with the Two of Cups, things are coming together in a really nice way. And in fact, here you have the Cassiduus. So it shows that things are healing. Healing means, again, that things weren't working out fine, and they started healing and working out well for you. So what is unexpected here? This unexpected event is communication that is coming to rectify what was broken due to some revision of information. Some new information popped up. Unique information, mind you, with Mercury in Aquarius, like really good information that is eye-opening, and it's creating some sort of restart. Will the restart be like absolutely smooth, straight to your wish? I like to tell you things honestly. It will be on the positive side. Things have started. But if this is like you preparing for paper, it might be a bit slow. Like, okay, initially, I think we would accept you, but you need to get this and this and this and this paper. Or there might be some difficult discussions in which you might go, uh-oh, is this not happening again or what? So it may not be all that smooth, although this new beginning has started for you. But boy, will this be a wish fulfillment for you. Consider it a little bit of a hurdle, another 0.2 hurdle, much smoother and much better than what happened before. less harsh than what happened before. It's like challenges and talking and maybe like trying to bring your point across, and things moving slow, but things are moving slow because they are moving in the right way. The Knight of Pentacles is steadfast, so it's slow but it's steadfast. You can be assured that with every step, although a bit challenging, it is moving you forward with no going back, and you will see what was broken will be fixed and committed to you, as you see this wish coming true in your life, where this wish will be committed to you, my dear pile number 2, and it's definitely going to be a wish fulfillment. And you can see it's a wish that will be guarded for you, protected for you, and it's one that no one can really take away from you. So happy to hear this for you, my dear pile number 2. So look out for some communication happening for you soon. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Mookite Jasper, as well as the goddess Hathor. It says on the card, love and beauty. Looks like this is your... Oh, you've got 2 cards. Okay, so these are the oracle decks that we will be using in your reading today. And we're taking a look at an unexpected event that is happening in your life right now. Let's pull out your tea leaves. I see a beautiful green one popping out here. So you've got 2. Yeah, I think that's it. Although I'm a little bit drawn to this one, so I'm going to take it. All right. Let's now put your cards over here and check out your oracle cards first. So you have Virgin's Milk. Let's keep it here. You also have Coagulation. Okay. You have, how about we, yeah, we can do this, and then we can pull out a tea leaf. So you have Beetle, Good Fortune. Love that for you, my dear pile number 3. Okay. You have Jupiter. Again, that's the planet of good luck. Talk about fortune. You have Jupiter in Capricorn with control. You have Moon in Sagittarius with optimism. You have Desk. Pay attention to your work. All right. And finally, you have Marriage. All right. Let's pull out your tarot cards and ask, what unexpected event is happening in your life right now? What unexpected event is happening in your life right now? All right, let's keep your deck to the side. We can always pull some cards if we need more. So you have the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Cups. So be optimistic. It is a beautiful event. You have, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Recently, I've done a reading that had these two together as well. So this is like a great event happening in your life. You have the Ace of Swords. How about we push them right there so you can see your cards. You have the 10 of Swords, the Strength card. You have the Queen of Cups, and we have actually 2 more cards which we can place here. They did come out for a reason, and we'll check them later when we have a question. But I can't help and tell you that some of you, I know it's a general reading, so I'm gonna try my best because I'm seeing so many different things, and it could be all of these things for you, it could be some, so please take it as it resonates, but the cards are so clear. So some of you are actually going to be mothers. Be careful if if this is not what you want, but it is. If it is something that you want, it looks like you and your partner may be having some children. Well, let me walk you through it, because you have the goddess Hathor, of course, which is the ancient Egyptian goddess of love, but also, and beauty, of course, as you can see, but also fertility. And you have here virgin's milk. And in alchemy, it's that mystical substance which supposedly came from the Virgin Mary's breast, right? So we're seeing another element of a child, because the process here, or the discussion here with virgin's milk, is how can the Virgin Mary carry a child, right? So we're again talking about children. Do you see it with me? Let me show you the rest. And you have coagulation. You know, coagulation is the process of something forming into solid, or liquid forming into solid. Do you see that? You even have an eye here. So just gotta say, looks like some of you, the unexpected event is that you're going to be very happy with optimism, the 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. You're going to be very fortunate with a beautiful child. So if this doesn't resonate with you, I would say, if you're not married, and you don't mind getting married, or you don't mind a romantic connection. If you do, I have something else here, very clear. It looks like in this next phase of your life, things are moving quickly for you. It looks like there's a new beginning where you're getting married, and it looks like, says pay attention to your work, but in my mind I read it, pay attention to your health, as I was doing this part of the reading. So yeah, maybe that's a message for you. Take care of your health. When it looks like you're getting, finding the right person. If you want to get married, then you will get married, and it looks like, obviously, you will be having children with this person. It looks like things are moving here for you in a good way, with good fortune, and the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. You look so happy here. So that is the first element that I see in your reading that's very clear. Another thing that's clear here is I see a merge between you and someone else when it comes to work. Maybe your partner, there's like a strong marriage going on here. You merging your company with somebody else's company, you collaborating with someone, that's key. You maybe being committed to another job or another work. Stay optimistic. It does seem like there is a great collaboration happening in the area of your work that's going to bring you a lot of fortune. My dear pile number 3. Such a cool reading. There's so much going on here. So whether you are resonating with this marriage and children part, or with your work, I do see the details in your tarot cards. I do see that there have been challenges in this area. If this is your romantic connection, then perhaps you two had challenges together that are clearing off pretty quickly. There's a new start. In fact, the 10 of Swords is an end of a terrible, terrible cycle. So if you've been having some difficulties with your partner, it looks like these things are coming to an end. You are communicating clearly together. Things are under control. And so if this is happening now, your cards are saying stay optimistic, because it's looking beautiful ahead. If you are single and you feel like this area of your life could have been challenging, you may have been thinking, oh, am I never going to find the right person? Then in that case as well, you know the drill by now. And there is a clear new beginning and things are moving quickly for you. If this is your work, then again, we see that in that case, you've been having some challenges lately where you've been trying to tackle it one by one. You have been standing there boldly, trying to manage it and trying to make it work. But you've been challenged by so many things that hit you in so many directions that although you're standing strong, you really feel challenged. And at some point, you did feel like you couldn't take it anymore and you felt like it was too much on you. And perhaps you even thought about, will I really be able to carry this heavy load? Will I be able to continue to stand strong like this with all of these pains that I'm experiencing? So in that case, it looks like this collaboration is a clear new beginning here that is absolutely bringing things under control, first of all. And it looks like it's a collaboration that you're actually really dreaming of, feeling hopeful about. Because this looks to me like a collaboration of something bigger helping you out. Like if you have a small company, this is a bigger company telling you, you know what, we only want to work with you. Or this is a huge company hiring you. Or this could be like you have the experience and you're partnering with someone with great financial capabilities, and together you can launch an amazing project and make it happen. So depending on how this is resonating with you, you are coming together with a great opportunity, and there's a lot of nurturing in this in the beginning, where this company or this investor, whoever this is allowing you to nurture what you care about comfortably, as much as you need to, so that it grows in the way that you are envisioning it. There's a lot of trust here between the two of you, a lot of clarity, perhaps the same type of thinking as well, or the same vision. And it's like they're leaving you be in control, lead in order to create the world that you're envisioning. And so this is putting you in a very strong position, and also a position where you are really loved. And this is a position which you feel like is a total wish fulfillment, full of emotional satisfaction as well as material satisfaction. You living in the world that you are dreaming of and envisioning, actually living in it. Such a cool reading, this one. Pile number 3. Oh, let's not forget, you do have 2 extra cards. So we have more details now that we've explored what's going on here. Let's get 2 more details about this unexpected event. Hermit and the Ace of Wands. This detail is about how the unexpected event is happening. Hermit here looks to me like you are on your own. That's the Hermit. You're doing your own thing and something is beginning. And as I was saying something is beginning, I saw this parcel bag with a letter. So this is communication. This is you minding your own business, being on your own, and having someone call you, hey, we've heard about your business. Would you like to join us? Or maybe your doctor calling you and saying, congratulations, you are pregnant. Or the person of your dreams calling you, asking you out. So it depends on how you're resonating with the situation. One of this is definitely coming true for you, my dear pal number 3. It is that unexpected event that is happening in your life right now. After all, it is something that you have envisioned and have been waiting for, with all of these stars on Hathor. Hathor is definitely always depicted with the stars. And with the flowers here, I feel like it's purity, innocence. It's something that is of a pure nature. Like you don't need to question whether you can trust it or not. Yeah, something pure, clean. Also, I need to tell you, you have an advice here of paying attention to your work. So if you have something important that you need to do or something that you've been putting on the side, your card here is advising you to pay attention, because that stood out to me a lot in your reading. And for some of you, I've also felt it was health. So take care also of your health, especially if you're falling in that area of you feel like you may be a new mother. Especially in that area, this could be your message, my dear pal number 3. All in all, an genuinely beautiful event happening in your life where you're not expecting it, because I do feel that you're here minding your own business and you are getting communication that's shocking you out of the blue with the Ace of Wands. My dear pal number 3, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I do post readings nearly every single day. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.